The stands are full this Saturday, June the 18th, and everyone is ready for the 1966 edition. The fuel tanks are full, the Ferraris are well placed at the start, but it was the Fords who dazzled everyone in qualifying, filling the first 4 places. Mr. Henry Ford is confident, and with good reason. It's Ford who will give the start. 4 in the afternoon, and the drivers sprint for their cars, their ambition to get away as quickly as possible in order to attack the 13.461 km Sarthe circuit. An average start for the leading cars, especially the yellow Ford 8 of Whitmore, that was very close to colliding with the Ferrari 20 and the Ford 1 at Miles. It's the Ford 7 of Muir and Hill that's leading through the S's in the forest. Behind them, the peloton is bunched together. The Fords are still tapping out the pace, and all of this watched by the winner of the 1954 edition, Maurice Trintignant. Their tactics are simple: keep the pace high, force the Ferraris to follow, and hope that the Italian cars break down. The first time through in front of the stands, and 4 Fords in the leading 4 places. Gurney, Miles, Whitmore and McLaren. In 5th is the Ferrari of Rodriguez. Watch out for the mistake of the Bizzarini number 11. Everyone giving it their all in order to follow the infernal pace of the leading Fords and Ferraris. Some wouldn't get far, that the case of the Matra BRM of Josso and Pescarolo that soon had to throw in the towel. Porsche entered 7 cars and 6 of them would make it through to the finish. Up front, the fearsome pace is maintained, and the first 2 hours have seen Gurney cover 430 kilometres. It's time to refuel, and that's the case for the second place car of Piper and Atwood. The problem is serious. There's trouble with the water pump, and it's time to abandon for the Ferrari 16. The number 4 abandons too, while the 2 gets going again. Under the eyes of Joe Bonnier, the Mark II of Whitmore and Gardner is out. Miles and Hume don't have such issues, and the 1 continues to run smoothly. At the front, the ferocious pace hasn't dropped at all. The Fords 1 and 3 lead from the Ferrari 27 and 20 of Rodriguez and Scarfiotti respectively. When the sun goes down, black smoke starts climbing towards the sky. Ogier slipped on some oil before heating the ASA at Pasquier. The 2 cars completely destroyed, and Ogier breaks both arms. The night, one of the shortest of the year, again proves tough. The P3 of Rodriguez and Ginter abandons when the gearbox breaks. The number of cars left in falls. Out of 55 that took the start, there are only 29 left when day breaks. In terms of the overall distance category, of course it's Ford leading. The 2 of McLaren and Eamon leads from the 1 of Miles and Hume. They're in the process of breaking all the records, while the peloton continues to decline in number. The Fords triumph, and the boss looks happy, but admits he was nervous right until the end. Victory now a mere formality for the firm from Detroit, despite a last-minute storm. Henry Ford asked the 3 drivers to come in at the same time. McLaren and Eamon in the 2 waited for Miles and Hume in the 1. 2, 1, 5, the winning Ford trio in 1966.